Hi everyone, this is John with Sir Winston Honeybees. Today is Sunday, June the 7th, 2026. It is about 74 degrees outside. I'm here with Maya.
Hello.
Maya's here doing some, first time around a hive, ever?
Yeah.
All right. And what do you know about bees?
I mean, kind of the basics, the stuff they teach you in school, but after that, not a ton. I've seen a little bit of beekeeping before.
Okay.
I lived in an apartment complex that kept bees, and they gave us honey at the end of the first season and let us kind of take a look, but not get as close as we're gonna get today. So I'm really excited.
Well, we're gonna get right in. So our mission for today is to just kind of get inside the hive and see what the situation is. Maya's never seen inside a hive, so we're going to show Maya the inside of the hive. Hopefully find a queen if we have queens. So last time, we had kind of a disastrous situation, or messy. I'm going to use the word messy. This hive over here on the right was missing a queen, and the hive on the left, this one that you see over here, that one, I don't know if they had a failing queen or anything like that, but it had certainly had some issues, and that we were seeing supersedure cells. So were they replacing the queen? Is there a new queen in there? It's been a couple of weeks since I went into the hive, so we'll go ahead, get inside the hive, and see where we are. And then we're just going to do a quick evaluation, and after that I'll come back in a couple of days and fix what needs to be fixed. All right?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get inside the hive and see what we got. All right, Maya, come around here. We have some microphone issues today, so we don't have our external microphone, so we're using the microphone from the cell phone. So I don't know what the quality of the sound's going to be, but I'll try and boost it up for you a little bit. All right, Maya, so here's the Apisolus. What I want you to do is squeeze it slowly 3 times until you hear it beep.
Okay.
All right? All right, puff it again until the smoke starts coming out. So this is a vape. It's not like real smoke. It's actually a vape. I forgot my hive tool, most important thing. All right, so your job will be to just keep the hive smoke down.
Okay.
All right? So once the bees crawl up to the top and they're kind of hanging around the top of the frames, let's give them a couple of puffs. Just kind of drag the Apisolus over the top. Don't, just so that the smoke gets on them.
Sounds good.
All right, so what we have, Maya, as you can see, we removed something called the telescoping cover. That's the main cover on a hive. And then this is the inner cover. And then this is a feeder. I'm not actually feeding right now, I'm just covering this hole. All right, so go ahead and give them a little puff right there. Tell them that we're on our way. And we mean business. There you go. All right, so I'll go ahead and open, and we'll see. This hive typically so far has been quite chill, but if they're queenless, it could be in a bad mood. The weather's really nice, so that always helps. All right, so give a couple of puffs.
Oh my god, that's wild.
Puff right there on the top as well. It doesn't smell too bad, huh?
No.
So this Apisolus is actually created by a guy called Damien in France.
Cool.
Yeah. And this is the temperature monitor that I have. They're very calm. You can see they're actually very chill, very calm. I'm looking for a queen. Sometimes they come up here, but typically they don't.
It's wild to hear them moving. Their movement is so loud.
Yeah, they get, actually, when they sense that smoke, they tend to, get noisier. Now, what I'm seeing right here is, I'm going to take these are called supers, or frames. The supers because they're on top of the hive. But these frames are supposed to be getting drawn. I'll show you, I'm seeing a drawn frame, the next frame. And so what we'll see, obviously, almost all bees are female, but these fat ones right here, that's a drone.
Okay.
All right, so the big ones are drones. They usually have bigger, rounder eyes as well. And this frame right here, like I said, supposed to be getting drawn. That means that it shouldn't be plastic. It should be like comb, but there's none right there.
Yeah.
So I don't see a queen on here. So we're gonna go ahead and set this down. Go ahead and puff. Alright, but this frame right here is getting drawn. And you can tell that this is, ooh, it's heavy. We got honey. So you can tell this white honeycomb, that is drawn comb. It's all new comb. And this is very heavy. And all that stuff is all nectar. So they're gonna actually, they will actually cap it. And then once it's capped, that means that they're gonna dry it out a little bit. So about 17% water is where you want it. And then we'll go ahead and harvest this. So we actually have honey in this super that we're gonna harvest here in a little bit. Now looking at this next frame, starting to see a little bit of see right there, they're drawing that frame, but they're a little bit slow in the draw. I didn't mean to say that on purpose, like a pun. But again, on this next frame, again, I'm seeing honey and, or at least more drawn comb. And again, the white comb is new, which is cool, right? And they actually, so what bees need to draw comb is nectar, right? That's what they need to draw the comb. So if you look on this side, you can see drawn comb.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my glasses, so you have better eyesight than me. So if you see a bee that looks large with a very large torso and abdomen, let me know.
Okay.
She'll be dragging it behind her. I don't see a queen here, mostly because they're just depositing nectar that they collect obviously from flowers. So we're going to close this up and open up the main body of the hive and see if we can find a queen or any sign of queen activity. So we're looking for, the easiest way to tell is you're going to see, it's a small hive beetle, you're going to see a capped brood and or larvae and or eggs. So really today we're just examining for that. If we see that, we know we have an active queen. If we don't see any, then well, we've got trouble. So they're very stuck. You know why they're stuck? They have something called propolis. And propolis is what bees use. I'm not giving you a full lesson here.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Okay. Propolis is what bees use to seal their hive. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and get ready with the puff. I got it stick. Alright. Ooh. Alright, yeah, just go ahead and push them down. Look at you, you're a beekeeper. Alright. So I'll go ahead and pull, looking for a small hive beetle, which is a small black beetle. I don't see it. So this hive right now has a fairly calm disposition. You don't see bees like flying at us yet.
Yeah.
This frame is unusually large frame. Alright, so the way to look for a queen is you scan left to right, kind of searching. I'm just seeing a lot of nectar on here. This is capped. So this is actually honey on here.
Cool. Wow.
We have what looks like it's like a little, it's a queen cell, but it's not fully developed. So I don't see a queen on here. You?
No.
See a drone?
Yeah.
they're kind of confusing because drones are large also. Most bees are female and they're smallish. Honeybees, obviously, these are honeybees. And then drones are big. Drones don't do anything except they mate with virgin queens. That's why I don't see queen or any sign of a queen on here. A lot of nectar though, so we're bringing in that nectar. So we'll go ahead and set this down just to make more room. And you just keep puffing it. You have to be careful with because obviously it's broken. But actually, this is all frameless comb. So it's all hanging there. The bees created all this without having that plastic frame underneath it. They must have cut it out at some point, and they decided to go ahead and build it up. So they're building comb. It's not where we want it. I don't see a queen on this side. I'm trying to keep this upright. Do you see a queen on that side?
I don't believe so.
Usually queens you'll see in the brood, if you have brood. Again, no brood here, so no signs of a queen. This one we can tip over. And we've got solid. Oh, yep, this is cat brood. You see right here?
Yeah.
This is brood, that's a cat. That means that there are bees underneath it. This hive is also what they call honey bound. That means that there's a lot of nectar, more than you really want. But, it's the bee's food. So as we move closer to the center of the hive, that's a drone.
Okay.
See what you're saying. See right here, this little white thing underneath there?
Mm-hmm.
That's larvae.
Oh,
see
wow.
These larvae?
Yeah.
So those are several days old, about a week old or whatever. It takes, a couple of weeks for a bee to go from egg through the larvae stage, and then under the cat brood, they're in the pupal stage. Kind of like a butterfly, they're turning into adult bees. They're actually adult bees when they hive, they're not baby bees. And they only live for a couple, 2-3 weeks. They don't live very long. In their entire lifetime, that's all they do, is they collect food, because their main goal is to prepare for winter. Crazy. And that's all honey. Right?
Yeah.
Too bad you don't have a naked finger right now. You can stick your finger in there and taste it. But no queen on here.
But because of the capped brood, we know there is a queen somewhere.
There's a live queen in this hive. Because I've been here the last time I was in there was in here a couple weeks ago, and wouldn't have cat brood, and especially you wouldn't have larvae. Right, so that is a sign of a queen. Hear them when they're like, oh, I don't know if I like that smell. Cat brood, as you can see, the larvae. You look closely, you see like little tiny grains of looks like rice. That would be an egg. And usually where you see eggs is where you'll see a queen, because eggs are, they look like eggs for a couple of years. They're usually standing straight up if they're fresh.
So when they do this and kind of stick their heads inside this like cell, I don't know if that's the right word.
Yep.
What are they doing when they do that?
Cleaning. They're cleaning the cell.
Cool.
So that there's a pond. So the queen can lay eggs in it. So they're cleaning out that cell with this food, and then show you. So far we're seeing nectar, and I'm going to show you what they do with the pollen. Let's flip this over. This queen should be marked. If you leave her color in blue, see more larvae. It's a kind of empty cell. You might actually see. Oops. Taylor Swift. If you look real closely in there, you might be able to see some eggs. looking for little white.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Right.
Like right around in here?
Mm-hmm. You can find a queen and you can see the queen. That would be pretty awesome.
No, I love it.
I'm horrible at spelling. Really bad.
I mean, looking at them now, I'm like, I don't know. I've seen a few people who do like bee rescue and stuff like that, where they will like go find a hive and like take it back to their hives so that they have their farm.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always like, oh, here's the queen, easy peasy. And I'm realizing now it's definitely not easy peasy.
It's one of those things, like once you do it, you never unsee it.
That's fair.
See this, the cat brood here, these are regular bees. This cat brood that's bubbling, those are drones.
Okay.
So since drones are bigger, they usually are created in bigger cells. So those bubbles, those are drones. Population is pretty good in this hive, which also tells me that this hive has not swarmed. Right here, this looks like a peanut shell.
Mm-hmm.
That is a super secret cell. That's the one where it looks like it's charged right now. I'm going to leave it. If I don't see the queen physically, this is where a queen is actually becoming a queen.
Cool.
So a little bit bigger cell, like surface peanut.
Yeah.
Keep looking. Queen emerged from here as mated and is now creating new laying eggs. So right here you see this stuff inside of here, kind of brown, different colors. That's pollen. When the bees deposit pollen, they mix it with nectar and their own saliva, and it's called bee bread. So pollen is protein, right? And you know that honey is sugar, and that's carbohydrate, and that's basically the bee's diet. If they don't eat pollen, they can't actually eat it. So I'm feeling pretty good that we have a new queen in here, but again, unless we physically see her, see those bubbly ones in the middle, those are drones. Waggling, you see that waggling? They're dancing, the leaves kind of wiggle.
Yeah.
It's called waggling.
They're so cute, genuinely.
Yeah, they're very cute, obviously. You know why bees sting?
I don't think I do.
Well, they're protecting the hive.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why bees sting. They don't want to sting.
Right.
But, we're in here, we're being pretty aggressive with their house. And so... So I've seen these videos of these people who don't wear suits, and there's a girl especially out of Texas. And she finds these bees and she grabs them with her hand.
That's exactly the videos I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's good for her because sometimes with bees, when you're handling bees, a lot of beekeepers use this term managing the air around the bees. You obviously have to be calm and everything else. So she has probably been around bees all her life, and so she's very comfortable around bees.
Is that just pollen on that guy, the yellow? Cool.
But anyway, the problem with that, what she does, is that some people think that they can just go ahead and grab a pile of bees, and some people will just go ahead and do it and they get stung, and some people are allergic. And so you can't manage the air. Make sure you have a good suit. I'm actually slightly allergic to bee stings. That's why I have this body armor, basically.
How often would you say you get stung out here?
Well, at least once a month.
Okay. I was getting ready for you to say like 2 to 3 times every time I come out here.
Oh, that would be terrible, only because, like I said,
yeah.
so I'm seeing brood, sign of a queen. It's kind of, it's not very solid. So anyway, so a non-fertilized egg is a term called, fertilized one is called diploid. A non-fertilized egg becomes a drone. So like those in the center there were not fertilized by the queen. And it's important that she creates drones as well. And then the ones that she fertilizes become female bees, worker bees is the term. And then what happens is that they can swarm, right? And swarming is when the queen leaves the hive, and that is the only time they fly. So when they choose to swarm, that means that they don't have enough room in the hive. They want more space, and so what happens is the queen will actually slim down at that point, and then she'll slim down enough that she can fly out of the hive, and with about half of the population of the hive, and will look for a new place to live. But before they do that, they'll leave some of those queen cells with queens in them. So what'll happen is that even though the queen swarms, and this is usually when you find them in people's yards and their trees and stuff, these massive, football-sized balls of bees,
yeah,
as they swarm. And this is when your friends from the apartment, when they capture those swarms, and then they create a whole new hive for them. That's free bees, right? A queen, because when you buy them from a bee breeder, like a hive of bees of only 5 frames, they charge about almost $200. A queen by herself, they charge about $40. Because I'm not feeding them, so I don't have enough buckets. Okay, all right. So we're gonna stop here today, unfortunately, because I know you need to head back to Chicago.
Yeah.
It's getting late. So, but thank you for coming. What do you think?
I think this is so cool. I was really excited, and I think that it absolutely lived up to what I wanted it to be. This is just like seeing the way that they live and the way that they work is so fascinating.
So do you think they'll let you have bees in your apartment building?
I'm gonna go with probably not, unfortunately. I don't think we need a swarm in Chicago because God knows I won't be able to give them as much care as you do. So
You already have the cat, right?
yeah.
Are you excited to go home and see your cat?
Very.
All right, guys. Well, Maya, thank you so much for coming and learning about bees. I hope you learned something.
Absolutely.
All right, first time inside a beehive, and we're safe so far, right? We still need to walk away with all our digits intact. So that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Maya, for being here. And we're gonna get into that hive in the next couple of days, so we'll have another video there. But until then, everybody, have a good day and happy bees, everybody.
Happy bees.